Welcome back everyone. Today is patch day, June 1st, and as you can see right now, Season 10's new truck right now is the Mack Defense M917. There is one more coming out. We don't know when. I haven't had access to it yet, so when it comes out, I'll try to get it unlocked and give you guys a quick once over so you can see what you're going to be getting yourself into with Season 10. So far, Season 10 is it's really beautiful. I'm not one really to give spoilers or enter in any of the drama on the PTS discussion with what went on today and stuff like that, but I just like playing the game, man, and just checking out these trucks and just overall chill driving, having a good experience. That's just what it's all about. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick brief overview of this truck. This is not a review in any form or fashion. Also, please know that all these things that I'm going to show you are all subject to change. So this could change drastically, just like we saw the dairy special change throughout the PTS phases. So just take this with a grain of salt. Let's dive in here. Let's check it out. Cool. So we have 3 engines here. I'm going to show you guys a couple products. That's not it. And this is it. So for 3 engines, the first engine has 176,500 torque. The second engine here has 220,500 torque. This is a tad higher than all the Western Star DLCs and the Western Star 49X, I believe. And then your final engine here has 12,000 more torque than the Western Star Wolfpack DLCs as well. So 232. We have been getting a lot of engines that have been pretty strong lately. And the crazy thing is, if you look at the fuel consumption, this actually gets better fuel consumption than the prior engine. So why not use the Max engine anyways? Okay, let's move on. Now we're gonna talk about this gearbox. Here's another product we're gonna look at real quick. And here's the exclusive gearboxes to the Mack M917. I've looked at so far the off-road and the high range, and per the numbers here, unless I'm missing something, they don't really differentiate themselves much from the regular off-road or high range. However, the fine tune I do not know about yet from a testing standpoint, so I can't really give you any information on that. However, I have tested the new multi-purpose gearbox. This is something that's going to be really interesting. This gearbox has 6 gears. It only has 2 low gears, which is low and low low, and it also has a high gear. However, the high gear is kind of scuffed, meaning that it doesn't really move quickly like we've seen high gear in the past. As a matter of fact, it probably is maybe the speed of like a low plus or maybe even low. So it's just not really fast at all. That just could be a downside that's kind of firm and set in place for it, or they could change it. So who knows, but it does give you some fuel perks here. You can see the 1.5 consumption and the 10% all-wheel drive penalty. This could be advantageous because you have always on all-wheel drive. And as you guys know, when you have all-wheel drive switched on, there is a consumption penalty based upon your gearbox you're using. So I kind of wish we had a switchable. If you guys are listening, Saber, please make this switchable. That'd be awesome. Unless you can't, it's fine. We'll just deal with it. But anyways, this could be a very interesting choice in gearboxes to use. So just keep that in mind. Suspension, you have the active and stock and the raised. I just choose the raised unless the active is higher in its upright position. I kind of doubt it, but I'll look at that further and see if it is. Per balance, I think it's pretty well balanced. It's about 17.6 US tons. Very heavy for an off-road class truck. The weight definitely weighted more in its chassis. So it kind of sways a little bit up top because there is some weight in the cab. And I think the roof rack probably will exacerbate that just a little bit more, maybe contribute to that kind of. But just from quick testing in this truck, maybe 10-15 minutes, I was trying to flip it over and it was holding on pretty good in a lot of areas I did not expect. And I was moving really fast through terrain with like a high range gearbox, just slamming it in high gear and just letting it roll. So it was good. Nice soft suspension, flexing, really nice. So next thing I want to talk about is tires. Now, here's another product. Going to show you some tires here. As you can see, the Kenworth 963. This is going to be coming out soon. Have not seen this yet. When I do, I'll make another video about it if I can get my hands on it. Anyways, here's the Mack Defense tires exclusive to itself. The only thing I see special about these tires are they are a tad bit wider than some of these single track tires like the MHS1, OHS2s and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a factor in outperforming these, because I do really love the OHS2. However, we're going to do some testing with it. I kind of was hoping this would be a decent score, and then this could potentially be a better option against the OHS2 or even one of these down here. So who knows? It could change, but we'll do some testing. But honestly, I think they look awesome. Really nice tires. Probably one of the better looking tires in the game, in my opinion, but that's just me. Heavy winch. This is pretty much heavy trucks have this, but this is an off-road truck. It gets it. It's pretty sweet. Gaugeable diff lock. We kind of expected that. Snorkel. Pretty high snorkels there. Front facing. And add-ons. I'm not going to go through these add-ons in entirety. I'm just going to kind of breeze over them. You can do a log carrier front with a loader. Pretty much all the combinations are pretty good to go. Something I did note was the low saddle kind of sits a little bit forward than I would like to see. I think it's where it's sitting currently looks good. Is probably where it would sit in reality. But because of our trailers that we have, they have that little scoop that comes down off the back, and it tends to clip the back here. And I'm going to test this out more, and I probably will just deal with it if it collides, because I just want to use this truck. No dead axle, by the way. There's all these axles are powered completely. So really awesome. A lot of platforms for towing. I think it's going to be a really good truck to use, quite honestly. So I'm looking forward to it. Also, you have a roof rack supplies, which gives you some more range. It has 93 gallons, 350 liters of fuel, which is pretty much the top of the off-road class concern with fuel. So that's kind of nice. And honestly, it just looks like a solid truck. So this is just my little snippet here and what I see just from first glances. Please take this with a grain of salt. I have not tested this thing a whole lot. I've just been driving around as for leisure and just wanted to show you guys the new season 10 truck. So who knows, there could be more to come. And also, if you haven't checked out the PTS server for season 10, go check it out. I think it's going to be awesome. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, God bless and stay upright.